Be wrong. As far as should we celebrate Hanukkah, I think it's totally up to you. If you choose to celebrate it, I think that's great. If you choose not to, I think that's great too. It's just, whatever you choose to do. Our family does celebrate Hanukkah, but we don't make a big deal out of it. It's, we have some special food. We light some candles, pray some prayers, play some games. Just kind of make it a fun family time. And I think mostly because we have little kids, and it would be, I think it kind of serves as a biblical alternative to Christmas. I hate to kind of put it that way, but it kind of does.
Guys, I know that family time is very important, but when you create a traditions of man holiday on it, and you celebrate it when it is not a commandment, that goes against what our Creator wants us to do. Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. Deuteronomy 12:29-32, when the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedeth them and dwellest in the land. Take heed to thyself, verse 30, that thou be not snared by them. After that they be destroyed from before thee. And that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do unto the Lord thy God, for every abomination of the Lord which he hateth have they done unto their gods. For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods. Now, you may say that, Hanukkah is all about our Creator, right? Or all about the temple. That is what you guys say, but it is not a commandment by the Most High. It is not what he has told us to do. And it is important that we do not keep the traditions of men. If our Creator had wanted us to celebrate Hanukkah in 8 days of giving and loving and doing all this stuff, that's fine. That's fine. He would have told us, right? He would have told us, he would have commanded, he would have said, on this day you do this, you will celebrate it for this day and do this. There's no commandment, guys. And so if we are listening to the religious leaders and people that just do this because it feels good, right? The Bible tells us we need to raise our kids up in the way that they should go. And then in the future, they will go for it. How is teaching our kid the traditions of men and letting them have a Christmas? Guys, we are to be set apart from this. We aren't to have Christmases. We aren't to have holidays. We aren't to have any of this stuff. We're to have Passover. We're to have the Day of Trumpets, the Day of Blasting, right? Sukkot. We have days and days and days of party time and feasts and things of that nature, right? There are our appointed times, but the appointed times are not the appointed times when we are doing this. I really like this dude, the Unlearn the Lies guy, but he is technically teaching his child a lie by doing what he is doing. And, I've learned a lot from this guy. He has great studies. But when you refuse to keep the commandments of God and take in the traditions of men, you're doing the same thing that everybody else did. There is no commandment saying we should keep Hanukkah. And so if you want to be blessed, keep our Creator's times, right? How many days of Sukkot did you guys keep? How did you guys keep Passover? Did you guys eat your lamb? Did you even celebrate it all? Did you have a high Sabbath and a Day of Atonement, right? Did you fast? Any of that stuff. Those are the holy days that we are called for. We are called for Shabbat, right? In an hour from now, or maybe even less from here, it's a Sabbath. It is a set apart day from our Creator. That's the commandment, right? We need to be doing this. When the new moon comes, we need to be blowing our shofars. We need to be walking in alignment with our Creator exactly. We can't be at a point where we are teaching people and telling people, okay, yeah, go celebrate Hanukkah. Go celebrate a day that it's not our Creator's day. It's not something that he told us to ever do. He says he does not like the parties and pagan days of the outcasts. We're not supposed to be doing what the other nations say. But you may say, hey, but it was the Jews that did it. It was the other nations. Guys, this is what you would call the Jews, right? The people of our Creator are the Hebrew people, the Hebrews, right? You want to be a Hebrew. You don't want to be the fourth child of Jacob. you want to be an Ibri. You want to be pick the tribe that you want, right? And so if the Jews did it, that doesn't mean you should do it. We're not Jews. We're Ibri people, right? The Jews have gone away and they start keeping things like the Kabbalah, and they keep the oral Torah and all these law statutes of man, and it goes outside of what our Creator says and what He fought for. And our Messiah was the anti-tradition guy, right? He was always fighting against the traditions of men, and He isn't going to go, okay, guys, because Hanukkah is still a tradition of man. It's not something we should do. So, guys, I'm just throwing this out there. I love this brother on Unlearn the Lies. I don't really know him or anything. I never even talked to him. But I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm just saying this is not how we should do this, right? We need to be right with our laws. We need to be right with our Creator, and this is the time to do it. So much love, guys. I'm out. Have a good Shabbat.